pit of hell, caught in the crossfire, caught fire from the big guns. These is revolvers, violence only.
Hello Racetorunway fans, it's your girl Karen here. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning back to my channel, thank you for listening and sharing and this video. I definitely appreciate all your love and support. Okay, so if you are new to this channel, or if you've been following this channel for a while, so Racetorunway is all about the transformation. It's working out, it's looking good, it's giving the people what they want, transform from the inside out. Some people have a problem with the fitness part, some people have a problem with the fashion part, and we're just trying to kind of merge those two things together, giving you a reason to work out, using those upcoming social events, the runway, as goals to work out, which is, the fitness journey or the race. With any race, it takes time. So you have to be patient, you have to go to course, and it's not about perfection, it's about progress. So, the race is your pace. So you just continue onto your fitness journey. Again, the runway part is you have social events coming up. You use that as mini goals to achieve your goals. So, all right. So I just want to make sure I make that clear to everybody. So we talk about fitness and fashion and everything in between the struggles. So part of the struggles is eating. A lot of people have an issue with eating. They don't have a problem with the fitness part or the fashion part or the working out part, at least. They just have a problem with the food part. So I'm not sure if y'all ever heard of this show called Fit to Fat to Fit. All right, I love this show. This show is very emotional. It's very inspiring. It's very motivational. If you haven't checked it out, it's on Lifetime. Drew Manning is the creator. So he was a personal trainer, and he honestly could not understand why he was trying to train his brother. His brother was overweight, and he honestly could not figure out what it was that he wasn't doing, why his brother couldn't lose weight. And what he figured out was, through this experience, was that he needed to understand it from an overweight point of view. So he goes through this whole experiment, and then he creates this show, and he follows these personal trainers. These personal trainers has these clients. Again, this is in season 1 because we're on season 2 now. So season 1, these same clients go through the same experience. So basically, the personal trainer gains as much weight as the client. And then together, the personal trainer and the client lose the weight together. And it's just trying to put themselves in the client's shoes. I don't know about you, but I know when I look at personal trainers, if they don't look like me, if they're not the same size as me, if they like nice and small and fit, it's hard for me to relate, and it's hard for me to imagine how would I ever look like that. And it's, from a personal trainer's perspective, they just like, oh, you overweight, you just not doing this, you just not doing that, and that's not always the case. So this show really opens up your eyes, because you can hear from the trainer's perspective, you can hear from the client's perspective. They show all of the diaries, and they show that they follow the stories of them going through this journey. And it's emotional, because the trainer, who is physically fit, who's disciplined, who's very on track with their diet and everything. So now they have to gain weight that they weren't planning on gaining, or weight they're not used to having on their body, because again, the client is overweight. So let's just say the client is like 170, and let's say the trainer is like 125, because in some instances there are smaller female trainers, very small. They're smaller trainers. So this trainer that's 125 pounds now got to get up to 170 pounds. So oh my gosh. So when you see her trying to eat this food, she has gained this weight, and it is killing her. I mean, they can't work out at all. So I think the first 4 months, the personal trainers cannot work out. They have to gain the weight, while the clients are, trying to do what they need to do to try to lose weight, or at least try to, get prepared for this fitness part, because the trainers are doing it for the clients. So in season 1, they had the client and the personal trainer each episode. So one entire episode, you got to follow the client and the trainer through the entire experience. And it was great, because you saw the good, the bad, the ugly. You saw the personal trainer gaining weight. You saw the client just realizing how important, how invested they was into training them and getting them where they need to be. and it motivated them. Like, this person is risking their lives and gaining all this weight, and in some cases, you know, they had heart problems and high blood pressure because, again, their body wasn't used to that, and they were like, oh my goodness, this person's going out of their way beyond, you know, to help me, so I need to step my game up. So in season 1, you saw that through each episode from the personal trainer and the client. So this season 2, it just started coming on again. Now it comes on Lifetime. Before, last season came on A&E. So it started coming on Lifetime. It's on demand. The first episode aired on the 8th of January, and I just happened to catch it, and they show all of the episodes back to back. So they're all on demand, so go check it out. But again, if looking at it from the outside in, like, I've struggled with my weight, and I've struggled with trying to deal with a personal trainer because I don't think they can relate to what I'm going through, or how hard it is, or, you know, how, you know, food is a distractor, and, you know, emotional, you know, it drives your emotions, and, you know, you just have to eat. So it's just like you all over the place emotionally, but it's motivating and inspiring. Don't get me wrong, I love the show because now you hear from the personal trainers and you hear them like, oh, I didn't realize how hard it was. Oh my God, I didn't realize. I mean, they are struggling, not working out every day, and they have to eat junk food their body have never eaten. So season 2 now is 4 trainers. It's Jesse, Willie, Felicia, and Eric, and they all are going through this experiment with either their husband, their sister, or, you know, very close friends. So they have this very close relationship because you're talking about husband and wife, and now the wife, in this case Jessie, she's a personal trainer, and she has to gain this weight in front of her husband. Her husband is overweight, and she has to train him. So they haven't even got, like, I'm on episode 2 because I wanted to make sure I've shared this with you, because I'm like, I know somebody else got to watch this. Somebody else got to, you know, watch this show and understand and relate to this and get motivated by it because it is so inspiring. So right now, the episode 2 is the trainers are just trying to get used to gaining this weight, and then you can see how it impacts their relationship, how it causes strain, how now they've gained the weight, that they losing their motivation, they don't want to get out of bed. You know, one of the trainers, Willie, he had to go to the doctor because he was having chest pains. So I'm like, oh my God, Lord Willie, are you gonna be all right? Because Willie was eating food. I mean, he was eating fried chicken, he was eating donuts, he was eating cake, pizza. I mean, they're gorging on this food, and they are fully invested into this experiment, and you can see their frustration. And because, again, the clients, they're supposed to be losing weight, so they all have goals. They're not losing weight for the end of the experiment. They're losing weight just so when they meet back up in 4 months, that, you know, they're they're on the same playing field. So basically what I get from it is, you know, how can you relate to me as a personal trainer if you don't weigh the same that I weigh, so you don't understand all this extra weight that I'm carrying? So how can you relate with me when it comes to losing the weight? So the trainers are like, you know what, you're right, I'm gonna gain the weight, because now it ain't no excuse. I weigh the same amount or close to what your weight is, so now we're gonna lose the weight together. So I was fit and I gained the weight for you. So it's almost an expectation there for the clients. Again, in season 2, it's the husband, the sister, and 2 close friends. Their expectation is for you to be just as invested. Well, some of the friends in the episode, they going out, they having a good time. They like, okay, well, I mean, ain't a whole lot I can do because your job is to gain the weight, so my job is supposed to be losing the weight, but I got time because, you know, you still got to, you know, gain this weight. So it gets frustrating because these people are, again, completely invested in this, and they gain all this weight. And then it's like they're questioning would they even do it again, or why they even did it the first time. And, you know, is the client really, really appreciating how much, you know, they're giving up? You know, they're not working out, which they're personal trainers, so their entire job is working out, is training other people, you know what I mean, is being fit. One of the personal trainers, she's a fitness model. So you looking at her pictures like, oh my God, like I can't even imagine how she's gonna gain this weight, because her body is like cut up. Like all the personal trainers' bodies are cut up. Like they're all on point. But when they start eating and they start gaining the weight, and you're just like, oh my God, like, ooh, this is hard. It's hard for me, and I ain't even on the episode. I'm not even doing it with them, and I'm just like, oh. But then when you start looking at the food and you look how many calories they are putting in, and you're like, dang, do I eat like that? Or dang, am I eating all that food? Is that why I can't lose no weight? Because I mean, they cookies and donuts and pizza, and I'm like, oh, okay, maybe I should change something about me. Because I mean, it makes you open up your eyes. I'm telling you, like, it's emotional for me, because I understand what the clients are going through. I understand what the personal trainers are going through, because it's a constant struggle. I mean, and then you just like, what else do I need to do? And they're not lazy. None of the clients, by any means, none of the clients are lazy. The personal trainers think, oh, well, you overweight because you lazy and you don't want to do nothing. That's not the case. But it's also a lot of, if you don't have the support that you need. So in one of the teams, the sisters, the client, the personal trainer is her sister. So the client, she is like, she doesn't get a lot of support. So you can tell that's where she struggles with. If somebody would just encourage her and motivate her and be positive, I think that would be like, that would make the difference. But her sister, the fitness model, is like, okay, you making a lot of excuses. Like, she's really, really negative. And I'm like, trying not to, get on them too much, because I know, they're putting in, the person trying to put in a lot of time and effort trying to gain this weight. And they, again, they expect the clients to lose the weight and do their part. And it is frustrating. But I have to look at it like, everybody doesn't have that same level of motivation. Sometimes you got to push them hard. And now that they realizing that, okay, they are really gaining weight, or they're really risking their life, for this experiment, and they will doing it for me. So yeah, I need to step my game up, and I really need to get this together, because this is going to be a long process. And I mean, I think the episodes is like an hour, but this season, like I told you last season, they showed the whole transformation in 1 hour. But this season, you have to follow all 4 trainers, I think, all the way up until the last episode. So again, I'm only on episode 2, because I'm like following each, the episodes, and I'm following each trainers, because it keeps flashing back from this, this team to this team to this team, and I guess it's 4 teams. So, but check it out if you haven't checked it out. Again, it's on Lifetime. It's on demand. Just look at 1 episode. Hit me up in the comments below. Let me know that you watched the show, and see how you feel about it. See if you can relate to it. I can relate to the entire, to the entire show, because it's real life. I mean, these are real people. These not random people. This is their girl's sister. Like, this is the lady's husband. Like, and she has so many things to say to her husband, and it's like, it's hurtful. It's hurtful to me. I ain't even married to the lady, and I'm like, oh my God. And I know she don't mean it, but it comes across like very, very hurtful. And like, why would her husband want to be motivated to lose weight? Like, if you could keep calling him names and stuff like that. I mean, like, again, they all fit. So now it makes you realize what personal trainers really think of you, when you go to the gym or when you pay them. So I thank you, Drew Manning, because he went through the whole experiment. I think he gained like 75 pounds. Oh my God, like an entire different person. But when he lost the weight with his brother, when they went through it together, it just made an enormous difference. And now he's back to his original fit. And I think he lost less, he lost even more weight. And he said that it was like the best thing that ever happened to him, because it made him realize so many different things. It just put things in different perspective, and sometimes you got to open up your eyes and not just see it one way. So I want you all to get into the show. It's called From Fit to Fat to Fit. It's on Lifetime. Again, it's on demand. Check it out. Follow the trainers. I think it's on Facebook. It's on YouTube too. But check out the show if you can, and just see if that motivates you, because again, it motivates me, inspires me. I'm like, if this girl can do it, I can do it. If this girl, can sit there and gain all this weight, I don't need nobody to gain a whole bunch of weight for me. But I realize that the food that they're eating, I probably don't need to be eating that food, because they doing it to gain the weight, and I'm trying to lose weight. So I probably don't need to eat the donuts and the pizza and the cookies and stuff like that. So you realize how much you're actually eating when you're looking at them eating it. So I hope you get into it. I'm going to post this video tonight, because I'm not going to be here this week to post it on Wednesday. So I'm going to give y'all until next week when I come back so we can talk about the episode, or if you hit me up and you want me to do recap on the episode, let me know. But I just want y'all to look at it, get into it, give you some motivation, some inspiration, like, oh, okay, I can do this. Because what if that person was willing to do it for you? So just think about it like that. So what can you do to step your game up, or what extra stuff, like if it's just one more workout you can do, or if it's just a little more time you can put into it, there's a little more effort you can put into it, or are you paying money for a trainer that's really not helping you? If you feel like that trainer cannot relate to you, I will tell you this, tell your trainer that. Tell you, I cannot relate, I can't understand, I can't get past your body and the way you look. I don't feel like I'll never look like that. So be honest. Don't sit there and keep paying somebody and you have all these insecurities and these feelings, or you're halfway putting in effort because you're just like, I'm never going to look like that. It's not about that. It's just about you communicating with your trainer and just trying to set realistic expectations. So I hope this was helpful. I know it was long, but I wanted to talk y'all kind of through, the overview of the show and kind of get the concept so you understand what I'm saying, or if you go look at the show, you kind of got like some background. So hope you all have a wonderful day. Talk to you later. Is that